Hey everyone, here's a quick update on the RBNZ announcements today. So the official cash rate has gone from 4.25% to 4.75%. That's a 50 basis point increase. The Reserve Bank governor did talk about inflation. Headline CPI numbers did come in slightly under expectations late last year, but the core inflation numbers are still far too high for their liking. So expect to see them continue on their rate rise path for the next few months at least. They did talk about the storms and the impact of the storms from an economic point of view. In their view, they expect to see some short-term price inflation in certain categories, but they are holding fire until they see what the midterm sort of impact looks like. So no real sort of divergence from strategy there, at least at this point. They talked about an unemployment rate, historically low, labour market very, very tight at 3.4% unemployment. Now, their expectations are for that to go to the mid-fives within the next year or so, so we'll see what happens there. We don't expect any major sort of impact or changes to mortgage rates off the back of this. So the fixed-term mortgage curve has largely priced these rate increases in. So banks sort of expected this rate increase at this sort of level. So don't expect any major movements or any movements at all really in fixed-term rates off the back of this. We may see some banks pass through some changes in floating rate as a result, but any movements in fixed-term mortgages are more likely to be driven by competition at this point. Quite frankly. So banks are seeing their mortgage books getting quite thin in the sense that, the thin number of borrowers on the ground. So they're starting to compete more aggressively, particularly for higher quality borrowers. So really business as usual at this stage. No real indication of where things are going to head in the next policy meetings. The governor has stuck pretty much to story there. Their view is that the terminal rate for the OCR will be in the mid-fives sometime later this year. So we'll see what that looks like. So that's pretty much it for now. If anyone's got any comments, questions, feedback, wants to have a chat about their situation, etc., just feel free to reach out. Thanks very much. See you next time.